Yo, what's going on, shroomies and shroomettes? It's your guy with the fungi, Easy Blue Thumb, and we are back with another one. And in today's video, I will be testing and reviewing the ShroomTek all-in-one grow bag from Spore. Follow me as I document my full first-time experience with this product, and as you can see, the results are absolutely beautiful. Shroomies, let's get it. Let's go. All right, here we have the ShroomTek all-in-one grow bag from Spore. This is a 3-pound bag filled with nutrient-rich manure and cocoa core with a secret blend of supplements, a self-healing injection port, and a 5-micron filter for perfect fresh air and gas exchange. Spore ShroomTek also comes with Spore Booster. This is essentially your starter liquid culture. Inject a few drops of your syringe contents, wait about a week or so. The Spore Booster gives you the opportunity to double your syringe supply. As we start our inoculation process, we want to make sure our area is sanitized. So we're going to clean our workspace with 70% iso alcohol. Wipe down your grow bag. Be sure to avoid the filter patch and make sure you clean your syringe as well. If you don't have a fan filter unit, a flow hood, or a still air box, it's fine. Just pick a clean area in your house. I recommend the kitchen. Turn off your AC and your fans. Let the air settle for about 30 minutes. Then you can go ahead and wipe down that workspace. Use slow but precise movements. We don't want to disturb the air too much. Now, I don't think this is a direct instruction from Spore, but I do it. I like to loosen up the bag a bit because the substrate is compact when it comes from shipping. So I just like to loosen it up a bit, but also keep the same shape. For this grow, we will be using a liquid culture syringe. When shaking the syringe, I like to hold it by the plunger because with my luck, it'll pop out, fly across the room. So just to be sure. Be cautious when pressing down the plunger. The needle hole is small and that initial press will have some chunks clogging it up. The amount that we're injecting, whether liquid culture or multi-spore syringe, is 3 to 5 cc. Less is more. The field capacity is already being calculated. Adding more syringe contents won't make it grow faster. It's a good way to get bacteria and cause contamination. And a little bit of micropore tape just for good practice. Here's a shot of some mycelium growth at 20 days progress, and we performed our break and shake at 50 to 60% colonized. Now, the reason I mentioned 50 to 60% colonized rather than, let's say, the 45 days is because if you do a break and shake too soon, there's a high chance that that mycelium will not recover and eventually your bag will stall out. What I like to practice is something called forget tech. One of my most asked questions is, when do I do the break and shake? Or I'll get a picture on Discord showing barely any mycelium asking, is it okay to go ahead and break and shake now? This is a hobby of patience. We don't invest all this time, money, and effort just to it up because we're being impatient. If that's the case, you're gonna need 2 hobbies. The quality of the bag definitely gets tested during the break and shake process because we want to make sure that we break down the mycelium clumps as much as we can, so that way we create as many points of contact as possible with all the uncolonized substrate. And after we have that all mixed up, we want to go ahead and bring it back to our initial shape and make sure the top is as level as you can get it. Now that our ShroomTek all-in-one grow bag is fully colonized, it's time for us to introduce fruiting conditions. And to do this, we will use what's called HoodieTek. And first, we will need to add rubber bands to the bottom portion of our colonized substrate. The reason for the rubber bands is to cut out air circulation from the lower half and prevent pinning. Once we have it banded up, we then make our cut halfway through the bag under the filter patch. Make sure you only cut halfway through, essentially giving it that flip back hood look. To circulate fresh air through HoodieTek, we just hold the top and pump up and down on the bag a few times, and that will give you some fresh air. And when adding humidity, you only spray the inside of the hood. You never spray the fruit or the substrate. And you can also add micropore tape to seal it if you want. Yes, sir. Let's go, baby. Come on, man. You can't get no better than this. Full bag, packed out, standing room only. Let's go. Inject, set it, forget it, HoodieTek it, leave it alone, let it do its thing. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how tight we wrap these rubber bands around this, okay? Now you can see the indentation on the cake itself. And that, we have no pins on the bottom at all. All right, bet. Now that we have it out of the bag, we can go ahead and assess how we want to go about the harvest. Now, yeah, you could go in there, start yanking things out. But as you can see, this is a full house. We have to go in there with a little bit of precision so that way we don't start pulling out substrate and ripping, fruit bodies in half and such. This is precious right now, so we gotta preserve as much as we can so that way once we get it into the dehydrator, oh man, just wait. All right, so I don't know how you guys like to pick your fruit, but me, I try to not damage the substrate as much as possible. As far as picking up cocoa on the fruit, I really don't mind, because once it's dehydrated and jarred up after a while, all of that gets shaken off anyways. So what I like to do is pick a spot where you can kind of get a level groom. And also, before we start grooming, our utensils for grooming, you would want to get a curved set of shears, because the flat ones, it doesn't get as close to the base of the fruit body as the curved shears or curved scissors. The ones that I'm using right now are the AC Infinity curved shears, and I'll have a link to everything that I use down in the description. Now take your time, go ahead and start making your cuts. As you can see, once we get into focus, try to take as minimal substrate as possible when you're doing this. It'll also help you with your contamination. When you leave the substrate and don't pull out chunks, you won't get those exposed grains, and you're less susceptible to contamination. And lo and behold, harvesting is very important, especially for the continuation of more flushes. So be gentle. You could also use the twist and pull method, which I like that too. You just give it a little bit of the tug close to the base. Yeah, yo, chill. Let me rephrase that. You go to the stipe and you go to the base of the stipe and you twist and slowly pull upward, and that will sometimes, depending on the size of the fruit, it will just come up no problem. But yeah, go ahead, enjoy the rest of this harvest as much as I did. This just goes to show whatever North Spore puts inside of the substrate, it's a crazy blend, because I have other grows going with this, so we'll compare fruit and see with just normal cocoa core, because that's what I use normally for my grows. Come on, man. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful harvest. And this is only our first flush, mind you. So we're going to go ahead and reset this, and hopefully we can get some more fruit out of this. Now what I'm going to do is we're just going to place it back inside the bag as best as possible. And I'm not a fan of dunking our substrate cakes anymore. I haven't done that since like my first handful of grows, maybe like first 3 grows, if that. This is the first time I'm trying this right here. It probably won't yield the best because it's not absorbing the most, but usually what I will do is I will spray the top of the cake and let it just sit inside there and absorb that way. But go ahead, reset, put your rubber band back on. You can spray the top of the cake if you want. You can pour some water inside the bag with the cake like this once you get that rubber band properly secured, and just honestly hope for the best, because whatever fruits we did get on this harvest pulled out a lot of moisture, so we can't really expect another flush exactly like that. Now for our added humidity, we're just going to go ahead and spray everything down right now. Spray everything, the walls, the top, the cake, and you can go ahead and put your micropore tape, seal it back up just to trap in that humidity. Throw it back in the tent, and maybe in a few days we'll have something to show. Now this is something that I really don't do on the channel, is give you guys my complete yield weight, but it's my most asked question, so I figure why not. So go ahead, throw it on this skizzy, see what it reads. Now for this dehydrator, I like to go at 140, 145-ish. It doesn't really matter. For about 13 to 16 hours, depending on the fruits. And the thing I like about this specific dehydrator is the rack system. You can space it any way you want. So if you have larger fruits and you want to try to keep them whole as best as possible, then you can put them in here and use this dehydrator. It's perfect. You could stuff a pumpkin in it, no problem. All right. Oh, look at that. The smell is amazing. Nice, fresh. And you guys, we want a nice crunch. Cracker dry. 140 degrees Fahrenheit, 13 hours for this specific grow. And I also threw in some dry packs in there too. Dehydrate those with the grow, throw them in the jar. Overall, everything looks good. So we're good to go. We're gonna go ahead and weigh this up, and I'll get that final weight for you guys for this Spore ShroomTek all-in-one grow bag. Yes, sir. All right, squad. If you still here with me to the end, got a special treat for you guys. The final dry yield weight for this Spore ShroomTek all-in-one grow bag. All right, look at that. We got a nice solid 50 grams out of this 1 3-pound grow bag. Come on, man. You damn near got 2 ounces right there out of 1 grow bag, and we still have more flushes to go. So I would call this an absolute success. Guys, if you're interested in this Spore all-in-one grow bag, head to northspore.com. Use code EASYB at checkout for 10% off. Shroomettes, that concludes today's video. Thank you for sticking around until the end. If you found this video helpful, please give a thumbs up and drop a comment on which part was most helpful to you. For all supplies and products used in this video and all my other videos, check out my Amazon storefront and join my Discord server for one-on-one learning behind the scenes on grows and upcoming videos. All links provided in the description below. Once again, I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. Y'all be easy. Peace.